Ride around in a bucket. Quarter tank and I'm hustling. Up it, irresponsible and she love it.
All gas, no brakes. And hop on by Trent the hooligan.
I'm a Chuck T sportin', bad bitch courtin', never leave a short motherfucker, yeah. I'm a real good rapper.
Can I just say that, like, my 600-pound life has done an amazing job with making me feel sad and depressed. Like, they always have this sad music just playing when it comes in. Like, you just know it's going to be all depressing and dooming and glooming. And what is he sleeping on? What is that? What are those pallets? Reinforced?
It damn sure look like a pallet, but nah, it's...
No, do you see it down there? All right, I'm going to use my mouse. You see this? What in the fuck is that?
Crazy.
And it looked like he got like 3 mattresses, or at least 2 mattresses stacked on top. Like there's
it might
one
be,
here,
it might be pallets.
one here. I'm not judging. I might be judging a little bit, but you know what? He might need all the support depending upon his weight.
Yeah, because pallets can hold
a lot of weight.
Yeah,
because like I remember seeing one guy that was sleeping on top of cinder blocks. Like, it was that guy, Steven.
Yeah.
Steven Asante. When they transported him, the bed broke because of his weight, so they had to put cinder blocks underneath it to support him. Yeah, so, okay, I'm gonna play.
Things are getting worse and harder every day. Because of my weight. The sleep situation, you know. If I sleep wrong, I'm in excruciating pain.
Okay, I don't like talking shit about people. Okay, I do, but like, what is going on with those pillows? Why do they look so fucking dirty? Do you see those pillows? Like, why do they look so dirty? Like, bleach, baby, bleach. I will send you some. I will. Heck, I'll come over and do it.
So, it just sucks to move around. It just feels horrible, you know?
Wow. Whoa, child. That was like a feat. I know he just got out of bed, but it looked like so much work and so much pain to do that. I don't know. All I can say is like, it's so depressing. Like, ugh. It's depressing, and then it's like, I know that's why you're fat, because it's like, you're fat, and then you're depressed from being fat, so you eat more.
Yeah.
Like, all right, play.
What hurts on my body the most is probably in my back, knees, and feet. Overall, my back is the worst. Honestly, the most difficult thing about my day is probably taking a shower. Walking up the stairs feels like I'm carrying cement bags under me and I'm trying to lift them all up the stairs. Plus, I cannot fit into most spaces. So, taking a shower sucks at my size. I can't move too well. I am still good to do by myself. If I ever was that weight where I couldn't do the showering on my own, that's what scares me. I wouldn't want it to come to that ever. Being a big person, there's a lot of friction and a lot of like crevices, you know, and you want to get everything clean as possible. So,
You know what? It's like, can you imagine the smell? Like, can you imagine the smell if he misses a day? Like, I know, because with all those folds and they're all sweating and there's dirt building up. Like, I commend you for getting in the shower.
Right.
I do. I really do. Because, I mean, going up those stairs did not look easy. But can you imagine going a day? Oh, humana. Oh, child. Okay. Woo!
by the time I'm all done with that, my back is usually on fire. And then I end up getting aggravated because I just want to finish after something.
You know, why don't you split your showers up? Like, or, do 2 showers in a day. I know that's like a lot of work for you. But, like, you know, get everything the first time and then make your second shower like your deep clean. I just gave you a lot of work, didn't I? I feel like if he heard that advice, he'd be like, absolutely not. It's so hard already.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you know you can't get it, because the smell, and I didn't see you move towards your butt at all.
Right.
It's giving me anxiety. Oh, God. All right.
I use food for comfort to make me, just feel just happier. I just want to be full.
Yeah, but see, being that big and not being able to put my pants on would make me fucking aggravated. Like, because that just looked like a fucking struggle that I would not want. I don't know.
And, don't tell my mom, but I make the best eggs in the house.
Like, I hate it when people do that. It feels so passive aggressive. Like, don't tell my mom when you just told the world. Get the fuck out of here. You thought they were going to edit that out? Hell no. They love drama. Like, can you imagine? Oh, so you make the best eggs, huh? You make the best eggs? Okay, fine. You make the eggs from now on. I can only imagine what she's going to be like.
She's a good cook, but she's not me. I did go to culinary school.
Oh, it sounds like you throwing down the gauntlet challenge to your mama. Like, yeah, she all right, but I'm that guy. I'm him. That's what you sound like right now. Okay. You know what I would be like? I would be like, all right, you the best cook, so don't ask me to cook no more. I'm not cooking no. You got it.
I know what I'm doing. But she, of course, still treats me like a little kid. I've been living with her off and on for 31 years now.
I mean, respectfully, if you live at home, I mean, you always my child and my baby. But if you live at home, I mean, you're kind of a kid, like, respectfully. Like, I mean, kind of. It reinforces that parental dynamic that a lot of people want to get away from.
Yeah.
I guess it's normal for us getting on each other's nerves at this point. Emma.
Let me do that.
Yes.
I don't want you to make a mess, please.
My back's killing me. Hold on.
Why did he go in for a kiss like that was his woman? Did you see it? I gotta go back.
Well, you like leaned in.
I'm gonna rewind for you. Like, watch the dynamic.
Us getting on each other's nerves at this point. Emma.
Let me do that.
Yes.
I don't want you to make a mess, please.
My back's killing me. Hold on.
Like, I kissed my mom and dad too, but that's, it kind of was like, hey, babe, mwah, morning.
Yeah.
Like, not, hey, mom.
You're already sweating.
Yeah. I want to sit down for a moment.
I don't like when Geno stands up and he can't stand up, or he breathes heavy. I can't take it. I don't want to hear it.
Lady. Oh, so I guess the sound of it gives you stress. I get what you're saying. It's like you feel like he's gonna crap out at any moment, and you don't want to hear it because it gives you anxiety.
Probably.
I get that can make her feel concerned, but at the same time, him standing up and moving more is exercise. Like, it is. At the end of the day, it's gonna hopefully. I mean, him not making all that food, but like in general, it could improve his health situation. You gotta let him do it because, like, if he stays sitting down, then he could. I don't know. He could lose,
Yeah.
what am I trying to say? Yeah, he could lose that ability with all those muscles. You gotta let him do it because when we don't use things, we lose it.
Yeah.
It makes me upset. Obesity does run in the family. Because I was heavy. My mother was heavy. You know, my grandfather was heavy, and so was his father. So he was getting it, no matter what, you know.
I'm grateful for her, but my mom aggravates me sometimes. You want me to do them? Because, you know, the four can't fit in that pan.
I'm doing just fine.
All right, can you move, please? Let me finish. But she never gets in the way of how much I want.
You know what? That is something that I've noticed with these people on my 600-pound life. They are extremely particular on how they want their food. And if you're not making it right, if it's not made right, they take it seriously, they take it personal, and they get vicious. Like, he's like, move out the way. That's not how you do it. I want my food like this. You gonna make it like that, or I'm gonna make it like that. Like, they just... And I guess when that's all you have to look forward to in a day...
Yeah, you get a little defensive of it, get a little protective of it.
Like, you protecting that like you a mama bear. Like, ooh, boy...
And it's always been like that as far back as I can remember. We're a very close family. And us being an Italian family, when we eat in abundance. And we enjoy each other, you know, that's just how we come together. We would always make food for each other. Food was like always the glue. And there was an abundance of relatives too. Lots of cousins, uncles, and aunts. But the cousin I've always been closest with my whole life has been Nico.
Growing up, me and Geno, everyone always thought we were twins. You know, we look a lot alike, and we've always been hefty. We always been by each other's sides. Like, he's my best friend. I love him. He's always been my best friend. He's my wingman.
Nico and I would have eating contests and stuff like that. And between that and all the eating we did as a family, I got up to 100 pounds by the time I was 6.
Geno was...
Ma'am!
6.
6? They didn't stop you? Come on, lady. Jeez. She over here talking about he was gonna be like that. 6 years old?
Lucky that boy ain't died.
6? 6. Throw the whole family away.
Shit, I'm surprised y'all ain't get them people caught on y'all.
Y'all let him do that. It's like those little kids that used to be on the Maury show.
Yeah.
That were like, you let him do that?
Kind of a chubby kid. I was 36 years old when I had the gastric bypass myself. I didn't want him to get as heavy as I was. But then again, you know, deprive my kids from something to eat.
I mean, respectfully, he was 100 pounds at 6. You had to know something had went wrong.
Yeah.
It's unheard of in my family.
So by the time I was 8 years old, I was 150.
That's not funny. But it's like, come on. So that means he's gaining like 25 pounds a year between the ages of 6 to 8. Like, 150 pounds. That's like a grown man's weight, like, at 8 years old.
Yeah.
I get loving your kids, but loving your kids is also instilling healthy eating habits into your children. And saying no is showing your kids love. It's showing your kids discipline. Boundaries are important. Limits are important. In certain,
That Geno might have some food addiction because, you know, Geno's dad was a drug addict. He didn't do the drugs when Geno was little. He stayed clean. When Geno got a little older, his dad was doing drugs, and I couldn't have that around my son. We got a divorce when Geno was about 12 years old, but he never seen his father's drug use. I don't think he knew why we were even divorced, because John hid it well.
When my parents got divorced, it was definitely hard on me. Food brought me comfort. And if I have to say, that was probably when eating for me became something bigger than just filling up on food. It became something I needed in order to feel better emotionally. And by the time I was in the 4th grade, I was already 200 pounds. So after I got divorced, Mom ended up getting full custody of me and my sister. I did see my dad a little less. It was much different. The only constant was food. And by the time I was 13, I weighed almost 300 pounds. In high school, I also had problems too because I was getting much, much bigger at that time. Sophomore year, I actually couldn't fit into like those seats that have the desk attached to them. I couldn't fit into one. So I was completely embarrassed. I never even went to class. But, you know, did what I had to do, got through it. After high school, when I went to college, in college I went for culinary school. And of course, I ate my way through it. They call it like the freshman 15. Yeah, mine was like the freshman 50. I started gaining a lot of weight around that time. After culinary school, I got a couple different jobs in a couple different kitchens. But I wasn't able to keep anything for very long. It was like the bigger I got, the more the kitchen couldn't hold me. And I just kept getting bigger. And then I suffered a really bad workplace accident where I blew out my knee on the job. And I've been out of work ever since because there's no MRI machine to fit me. So I can't even get a proper diagnosis. And that's when I had to move back in with my mother, which was humiliating and not at all what I wanted to do. But then something happened that rocked my world a little bit.
You want any more before I take the plate?
Nah, I think I'm all set, Ma. Thank you. You got a phone call. Your father's in the hospital. Found a tumor-type cell.
I'll put my hair up, Geno, then we'll go to the store.
I remember being there in the room when the doctor came in, the cancer specialist, and she was like, oh, you have pancreatic cancer, stage 4. And I just immediately broke down. It's basically a death sentence. It threw me into a big loop, you know. I tried to, you know, seem as much as I could. It only took 5 months after he was diagnosed with cancer. That was it. I was heartbroken. Because we're so family-oriented. We all love each other to death. So, yeah, so after my father passed away, that was it. I just went off the deep end and started eating like crazy. It just was pure comfort, and food was...
It's hard for me to hear you say you went off the deep end when you were well over 400 pounds. I mean, I get that it can intensify it, but I mean, you were already in the deep end, baby.
Yeah.
like the only comfort.
Geno's dad's death, it hit him really hard. It was really painful to see that for him. That was the most upset I've ever seen him. It's at a point now where Geno's weight gain, anything emotional is gonna add to it. His health is declining. Like, it's rough.
Yeah, ride around in a bucket. Quarter tank and I'm hustling. Up it, irresponsible and she love it.
All gas, no brakes. And off by Trent the hooligan.
I'm a Chuck T.